Hello again, dear my friends, followers and also channel members. Welcome on board BoomerangSimPilot channel, and today we are going on board Airbus A320, Swiss Airline, registration Hotel Bravo India Juliet Remo, on board Swiss 477 Victor from Lima Foxtrot Bravo Zulu, Biarritz airport at the south western of France toward the city of Geneva, Lima Sierra Golf. Today our flight takes almost about 1 hour and 5 to 10 minutes, and we will cruising at an altitude 34,000 feet from in sea level. Let's go into the cockpit. The preparation is done, the MCD is prepared, also some setup about the overhead and main panel previously done, and we are ready for start the APU and turn the seatbelt sign on, close the door and start our pushback toward Geneva at the great and beautiful city of Switzerland. Welcome back into the cockpit, and today according to our seat we are going for a Sovos 3 Foxtrot departure out of runway 27 based on chart 10-3 Bravo, and transition altitude 5,000 feet, RNAV 1, GNSS only. For noise abandonment or information, refer to chart 10-4. For the noise abandonment, we are going to 10-4 for departure for jet aircraft up to 1,500 feet. Takeoff power V2 plus 10 should be maintained at 1,500 feet. Climb power and V2 plus 10 according to noise abandonment procedure and condition at or above 3,000. No restriction for the noise abandonment about the procedure, about the departure procedure. Okay, let's back into the RNF seat. That this seat required a minimum climb gradient of 5% for ATS purpose, which equal according to ground speed for climb will be almost about 800 to 900 feet per minute rate of climb for initial climb. That easily will be met. The MSA is based on Bravo Tango Zulu VOR, which the highest is for the sector we will depart is 6,800 feet, and initial climb clearance will be fly level 70. For Sovos 3 Foxtrot, climb on 269 degrees, track to Bravo Zulu 270, turn left to Bravo Zulu 503, then to Sovos. And also the 7,000 feet is set as the initial altitude on the FCU, and everything is done already, and we are well prepared for getting ready for closing the door and also start a pushback out of Biarritz airport. Starting the APU, seatbelt sign on, and let's go for check the load and trim sheet for receive message. The first one we just review, and also going for the last one. Let me check and select the init Bravo on the right side FCU for cross check the weight which are inserted in the MCDU. The load sheet is in compliance within no Number 1, Swiss 477 Victor, 22 September 2025, and from Bravo India Quebec to Golf Victor Alpha on board Hotel Bravo India Juliet Romeo, which is the correct aircraft which calculation of the load and trim of the aircraft is based on. The crew configuration is 2 in the cockpit as a pilots and also 4 in the cabin as a cabin crew. Zero fuel weight 59.2 correct. Takeoff weight will be equal to 66.2 correct. Packs will be 160 plus 4 infant. For the second page, the Mach of zero fuel weight is 32.6 correct. The Mach of takeoff weight will be 30.6, and also fuel in tanks will be 7,160, and let me right now check the fuel page of the system display that the fuel is balanced both sides. And also for the cargo distribution, 480 at compartment 1, also compartment 2, 720 at compartment 3 and compartment 4, and compartment 5 is empty. And as a final page, the time of calculation of this load and trim information and calculation which is correct, and we accept it. Okay, everything is done about the loading. Just going for turn on the APU bleed air condition. APU bleed is on, external power is disconnected, and also turn the beacon on as an indication for the GSX for any items for push and start. Okay, time for going for cockpit preparation checklist. Cockpit preparation checklist: mobile phone off, gear pins and covers are removed, and a fuel quantity 7,160. Hello, we are will be ready within a few seconds. Stand by please. Fuel quantity 7,160, which is checked already. Seatbelt on, and ADIRS will be in nav. We have. Okay, thank you. Stand by please. We have 3 greens and point 1, point 2, point 2. Also barrow ref. Barrow ref is QNH1018 set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed, and let's jump for check the weather current meter of the Lima Foxtrot Bravo Zulu Airport, Biarritz Airport at time 1100 Zulu, which automated weather report that wind with a speed of 260 degrees 13 knots, variable between 170 and 290. The visibility is 10 km or more. A scatter at 3000, a scatter at 3600 feet, and broken at 130,000 feet. And also the CB is around the aerodrome and also reported with the temperature of 18 and the dew point 12, QNH 1018. And the tempo reported about the wind from 220 degrees 15 knots, gusting up to 25 knots, and visibility will reduce to 3,000 meters due to shower of rain. Okay, copy it, and we are going for recalculate the takeoff performance of this weather. Let's go for the EFB here and revise it into 26013 knots, and the temperature 18. The QNH have no change. Calculate and send to MCDU 135.135.138.59 config 2. 135.135.138 config 2. Perfect, and that's good. Okay, the bulk is open, and just going for closing the bulk cargo and disconnect the GPU. Okay, we are ready for departure. And there is no other traffic within few minutes that I observed at this airport, Biarritz, and there is no need for broadcast any information for the push and start procedure. And time for before start checklist. Before start checklist, parking brake is set to on, pressure and memo checked. Takeoff speed and thrust, V1 135, VR 135, V2 138 with a flex of 59, 135, 138, check on PFD, and the windows closed, doors also, and cockpit door also closed. And the last item of before start checklist, beacon, which is already on, and before start checklist completed. Cockpit to ground. Okay, parking brake is released. Commencing pushback. Time noted. Okay, thank you. We are clear for start the engines. AP bleed is already on. The before start checklist is completed, and the ATC is in auto position. Time for check the APU bleed pressure, which is almost 28 of PSI, and starting number 1. Momentarily I saw the engine start fault, but cleared.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
A windy day, and the previous report of the weather was a little bit worse, and that now everything is are going to be improved and better. Previously, two layers of broken and also a layer of scattered was within 3,500 feet above the aerodrome level, and also the shower of rain presented. Okay, parking brake is set to on. Okay, thank you. The pressure is checked, and also memo cockpit to ground. We are going to pressurize the yellow hydraulic electric pump. Okay, yellow hydraulic, yellow hydraulic and electric pump. Accumulator pressure is going to be within a green band, and also electric pump turns to off, starting number 2. Stand by please for a confirmation of the good engine start. Okay, the oil pressure is going to rising, and the N2 is reaching almost 50%. Okay, we are had a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground.
Thank you.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Number 2 available. Check. Okay, 5 unit down. That should be equal to 30.6 almost. It's 0.5. Okay, it's almost about 30, which is in green band and acceptable. And okay, thank you. See you, and also give me the signal. Thank you very much. APU bleed is off, and master of the APU off, and okay, thank you. See you. Signal received. Time for after start checklist. After start checklist. Anti-ice off, and ECAM status. Check normal. Pitch trim 0.5 unit down, and rudder trim neutral. After start checklist completed.
Cabin crew seated takeoff.
Hello, this is Mike.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you. The cabin is secure for departure. Thank you. And reset that. Okay, flight control check. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. For the rudder trim. Rudder pedals check. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Okay, request taxi. Taxi is obtained, and also we are going for a straight ahead, then Turn right toward November 1 and also November. Check the other traffic and line up a backtrack runway 27, backtrack runway 27 for lineup and takeoff out of runway 27. Okay. Left and forward clear, right and forward also clear. The wind cone is also showing almost 12 of knots of the wind speed, which is momentarily increasing right as same as right now. And okay, parking brake is off, commencing taxi. Brake check. Check at 0. There's no need for engine exhaust selector. And good weather. About the environment, actually. And right is clear, left is clear. Turning into taxiway November 1. Taxiway, it means taxiway, it's taxiway November. The November 1 and November 1 are the holdings point. Taxiway November. Okay, we are out of congested area, just passing November 1 on November, and also the cabin is ready for departure and time for going through the taxi checklist. Taxi checklist, flight controls checked, flap setting config 2, radar and predictive wind shear system on and auto, and engine exhaust selector normal. ECAM memo, takeoff no glue, and cabin ready. Taxi checklist completed. Yes, the cabin, the cockpit is a little bit cold. I adjust that to be a little bit warmer, and we are just approaching, and on November 1 the rain started, the weather becomes rainy. Right now time for check again the weather condition for the mid-hour of the departure aerodrome of Biarritz. Also here we have no change for the time being, and I will check it within a few minutes when backtrack the runway, and maybe we are going to do the calculation based on weather runway. We can see that how will happen, what will happen during the next time. And I put the TCAS to on, also ATC, and check the around the aerodrome for any other traffic. I don't have any other traffic, and going for backtrack runway 27 out of taxiway November. You can see the takeoff leg and departure leg is not mostly clear, and you can see it's most of the clouds it's accumulated at the south part of the aerodrome. We will check it during the right and a runway, also left and runway and final. Runway 27 are clear. We will check the weather when we line up runway 27 and getting ready for departure. The turning pad is located with a small dimension at the left side of the threshold of runway 27. For this item, I will guide the aircraft a little bit to the right of the runway for backtrack the runway 27, because I believe and I guess this turning pad is not a lot big for jet aircrafts. This aiming point of touchdown zone, due to this precipitation, I think will be a slippery. After this point, I guide the aircraft and going for align with the right side of the runway, and upon reaching and passing this area, we are going for join the turning pad for line up runway 27 with the minimum speed, because of expected some slippery condition over the painted area, which are suggested by the Airbus on a flight crew technique manual. Okay, turning left for join the turning pad. a little bit power. The aircraft is now decelerating. I set the parking brake to on and going for check the weather around the aerodrome. As we see just a piece of cell of the moisture air is just at the southwest of the airport. We are aware maybe extend the runway track and then we'll commence our right turn. And there is no other traffic around the aerodrome and we are well clear about other traffics. I put this selection of the rose nav on the ND selection because we have a 180 degrees turn toward the opposite track from the aerodrome and I want to watch those track and those track actually will be under monitor of myself. Okay, the weather, I think we should check if the new weather will be available for the time 1130. Yes, correct. The wind is from 260 degrees 14 knots and visibility 10 km or more, broken at 3100, broken at 5800. Charlie Bravo is reported, temperature 18, QNH 1017, and also tempo that we are going out of the airport. Okay, QNH 1017 is set and cross-checked, and time for going for lineup checklist. We are clear for takeoff and cabin crew prepare for departure. And for second pack off, lineup checklist. Lineup checklist, takeoff runway 27 identified, and TCAS, TARA, and packs 1 and 2 off. Lineup checklist completed. We are going for a static takeoff. Engines are stabilized. Takeoff. Fenix 59 SRS runway auto thrust blue 100. V1 rotate. Passive climb, gear up, nav. AP1. Heading. Thrust climb, auto thrust. I prefer to going through the nav checked because we will extend if needed this part of the departure sector, and we have another moisture at the straight on takeoff leg within 7 miles ahead. Heading flaps 1. The speed check. Heading 120 is a good heading now, but I will check it later. Okay, transition. Standard passing 5-5 now. We have some, Virga here. 7,000. We are climbing to final fly level 340. Thrust climb, open climb, alt fly level 340 blue, and turning into heading 070. Temperature is 9 now. Turning the nacelle anti-ice on. We can going direct to Sovos at this time. So was on top, 10,000 passed, nav checked. Okay, climb. Ecam memo reviewed, engine anti-ice checked, and also the cruise level will be fly level 340, optimum 350, and the recommended max 381. We should be passing Sovos at or above fly level 70, which is right now we are passing fly level 130, almost 132, and we are well above the Sovos constraint and requested altitude. Dense layers of clouds around the airport of actually Biarritz that we departed from. The weather at Cointrin airport of Geneva is a little bit same as Biarritz airport, and the moderate shower of rain is now presented at the Geneva aerodrome. We will check it later, but ice not detected memo checked, and within a few minutes later I will turn the engine nacelles anti-ice to off. We are climbing out of level 174 toward final fly level 340. We are connected on VATSIM, but actually right now we do not have any live, and actually live ATC for this sector that we are flying from and into. Okay, just passing Sovos, going for clear the fixed infos and also make the VOR1 and VOR2 into auto tune of RodNav page. For the secondary, I copy active the primary flight plan into secondary and just passing level 200, approaching level 200. Now turn the train off on the right side, increase the range of the ND because of some prediction and expectation of the weather ahead of the aircraft, and we are now well clear about the weather and clouds and going for turning off the nacelle anti-ice of engine 1 and 2. Okay, we are just passing level 215. Everything is done. After departure we had a small weather deviation during our departure that we came through the heading selection. Currently, according to this calculation, the top of descent will be almost 250 miles ahead, and I will see you some minutes before commencing our descent toward Geneva Cointrin Airport. Welcome back again on board Swiss 477 Victor. We are now cruising at an altitude of 34,000 feet. Everything about the MCDU calculation and also performance calculation for landing is done, and right now we are almost about 65 mile toward top of descent point. As you see, the sky is covered with the layers of clouds, and weather expected at Lima Sierra Golf for the time 1150 Zulu. The automated weather report included the wind from 240 degrees 7 knots and visibility 10 km or more, light shower of rain, VU 1300, broken 8400, temperature 16, dew point 13, and the QNH 1013 with the trend of nose seek. If I can get the MEDAR here. For the received message, I check the Swiss operation no ADC require, and also weather. No weather reported for Lima Sierra Golf for Geneva aerodrome, and the weather report was, as I told you few seconds ago. Okay, we commence our descent almost 250 mile from the top of descent point and going down toward this star of Belus 3 Romeo arrival based on chart 10-2 Charlie for the ILS runway 22 at Cointrin Airport. There are some notes for this start that RNAV1, GNSS or DME IRU required. No turn onto base unless cleared by ATC, and expect radar vector on final approach, which is the ATC is not available right now on VATSIM network. The star is based on RNAV and max speed 250 below 10,000, or as by ATC that will be followed to 50 below 10,000. Okay, max speed 230 not above 8,000 and 210 at or below 8,000, max fly level 230, minimum holding altitude for regarding to the Sopre holding should be 7,000, and no other note that routing will be via Realty to Charlie Bravo Yankee or Chambéry VOR, then toward Golf 502 at or above 10,000, then Pitom, then below Golf 525, then Golf 512, continue track by ATC Sapre to intercept final approach. Okay, we just descending to level 200 now, starting with vertical speed, vertical speed, and seatbelt sign on. Commencing descent, alt fly level 200 blue. There is no ATC, and upon reaching Golf 512 we are proceeding for Sapre. I cleared this manual and also this flight plan discontinuity and insert. Upon reaching Golf 512, proceeding for 6 mile to Sapre, which is almost correct, on track 313. Good. Decreasing the rate of descent. Let's check the wind that currently at fly level 300 almost is from 205 degrees 9 or 4 knots. Which is almost about 75 knots of tailwind. Just approaching a track and going to the point of realty that should be at or below fly level 180. We are leaving the point of a track at fly level 272. I just insert the fly level and select the fly level 180 on FCU. Very nice scene of green Europe. We are inbound to Belus, then toward the point of reality, then to Chambéry, VOR, and we are right now descending over the beautiful country of France. And actually flying over the French aerospace. Okay, thrust idle open descent. Fly level 180 blue. The next constraint upon reaching a real T will be at or above fly level 100 when crossing the point Golf 102. I select 10 correction fly level 100 on the FCU and also fly level 100 blue. Should be at or above fly level 100 at Golf 502. Very nice and beautiful mood right now over the territory of France toward our destination Lima Sierra Golf. The new weather is received wind from 220 degrees 14 knots. degrees 14 knots with a 10 km or more visibility, light rain, view at 1000 feet, broken 4000 feet, temperature 15, and also the QNH 1013. If I can find the reported weather of Lima Sierra Golf Golf, which is not available in the list here. Maybe later we will check it together, but don't worry about this matter. We're just passing level 182 now, descending fly level 100. We're just approaching Belus, then down to Real T. We are now at or below fly level 180, which was a constraint of Real T, and going down to Golf 502 that should be at or above fly level 100. And today we are going for the time being in a selected mode of a speed 270 and also open descent mode. The prediction of the weather is we have some turbulence when passing almost fly level 100 or a little bit above, down to the approach. Real theater below fly level 180 toward the viewer of Chambéry. And descending fly level 100. The progress page of the MCDU shows us that for the vertical deviation we are almost 2,800 feet below our descent profile, and the expected altitude at Golf 502 with the limitation at or above fly level 100 based on FMGC calculation was fly level 162, that we are now just passing fly level 142. Okay, just approaching the clouds. The outside air temperature is 5 degrees, also as a total air temperature. Turning the nacelle anti-ice Bose engine to on. We will cross the Golf 502 at or above fly level 100, which is almost 4 miles ahead. Then we can descend to minimum 7,000. That's the point of Pitom should be at or below fly level 150 or above 7,000 feet. I select the 7,000 on FCU. Just approaching fly level 122. Okay, reducing the speed to 240. Thrust idle open descent and speed 240, fly level 70 blue. Okay, passing 10,000. Landing lights on. LS. And also, you can memo reviewed, engine anti-ice checked, and we have GPS primary and accuracy high. The limitation of max 250 below 10,000 feet is observed. We are maintaining 240 at 10,000 at fly level 100. And India Sierra Whiskey 108.710 mile almost checked. Okay, the TAT or total air temperature is almost 10 degrees. Transition. Okay, QNH 1013 set, passing 8,500 feet, descending. Now and also approach checklist. Barrow ref QNH 1013 set, seatbelt on. Minimum barrow 1565 set, auto brake low, and also engine exhaust selector right now normal. That is 1-2, and going for turn the nacelle anti-ice to off. We are descending now. The next constraint should be below which the point that we are approaching to 7,000, and we are going for activate the approach phase and also set the speed manage to reducing the speed. Of a speed alt start checked. We should be at position of Petal at or above altitude at 4,640. I set the altitude 5,000.
Thank you.
Open descent. This is Mike, go ahead.
Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Cabin is secured. Okay. 1000 to go. Checked. Flaps 1. Speed check. Flaps 1. Heading. Okay, flaps 2. Speed 175 selected. We are clear for approach. And GS Blue Lock Star Cat 3 Dual AP1 plus 2. I planned as a real world shortcut for join the runway. For join the final runway 22, and behind the cloud the environment of aerodrome is seen, and the GS star is approach altitude of 7000 set. Okay, I sequenced the MCDU for the go-around case. As you see that the next point on the end navigation display is Golf Golf 808, and Golf Golf 808 is white on right hand upper side of the navigation display, and the MCDU plan page is flight plan page is sequenced now. A nice weather and also nice environment during approach to runway 22 of Geneva airport. You see that the speed, I set the speed managed, the speed not accelerating, not reducing, and is stable at 170. Now started to reduce a little bit with the Speed trend moving down. 2500 is passed. Landing gear down. Speed check, gear down. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. And flaps 3, speed checked. Flaps 3. Flaps full. Speed checked. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Landing checklist. ECAM. Memo. Landing no blue and cabin ready. Landing checklist completed. You can see the attitude of the aircraft right now, but it will be going to correct. We just approaching 1100 feet. The speed is for the stabilized approach about 2 or 3 knots difference. For the stabilized approach criteria, the speed should be plus 10 or minus 5 knots difference from the target speed. And time for autopilot off. Taking manual. Cat 1. Land. Checked.
100 above.
Checked.
Minimum.
Continue. Checked.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
Spoilers. Reverse gearing. Diesel. Manual brake. Auto brake off. Spoilers are stowed. Welcome to Geneva aerodrome, and we just landed runway 22. As you see that we landed with no bounce, G-force 1.17, and within a touchdown zone with the vertical speed of minus 187 feet per minute. Taking left into the main apron. Reducing the speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging
We are on taxiway Delta and are going for a link 4 and inner taxiway to the stand 10. Link 4 is straight ahead and commencing our taxi. After landing checklist, our radar and predictive wind shear system off. After landing checklist completed. Starting the APU. APU has started. Okay, right is clear, left is clear. Turning to link 4. Going for inner taxiway. Left is clear, right is clear. Okay, this one is to the left, gate 11. The next is 10. 10 identified. Okay, taking it to the left. A little bit power. Stop. Okay, parking brake is set to on. and check. APU bleed, air condition APU bleed on. Engine number 2 also off.
Cabin crew disarmed doors.
Positive shutdown for both engines.
Boarding requested.
Okay, differences 0.8, 0.5, 0.4. Okay, chocks are in place.
Passengers deboarding started.
Parking brake released and
Ladies and gentlemen,
parking checklist. Parking brake or chocks.
take care. Hold on to the
Set
hand.
engines off, fuel pumps off.
Please ensure that you supervise
Parking
the
checklist completed.
for your own safety. Do not walk.
Okay, welcome to Geneva Airport, and thank you very much again for joining the BoomerangSimPilot channel. As you see, it was a little short flight, almost 1 hour and 10 minutes, and we did this flight from France toward the Switzerland, from Lima Foxtrot Bravo Zulu to Lima Sierra Golf. If you have any suggestion or recommendation which can improve our profession here in BoomerangSimPilot, it will be my pleasure to have your ideas and also suggestions on the comment below this video. And also, if you like this video and this flight and you did not subscribe the channel already, please subscribe the BoomerangSimPilot channel, and also hit the thumbs up, hit the bell to notify you for the upcoming next videos. Again, thank you very much for joining me toward Geneva Airport, and wish you all best, and wish you a safe sky as always. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride on board BoomerangSimPilot channel, and we'll see you on the next real operation from other company and other routes and other cities. Thank you, take care of yourself, and see you in the near future on board another flight from BoomerangSimPilot channel. See you and thank you. Bye bye.